Okay, I'm sorry guys, we had to cut off there. Now, let's see, let's simplify each one of these terms if we can. All right, the 2's cancel, that leaves me with root 14. Was it root 14 over 4? It was, yeah. So the 4's cancel, so that's plus root 14. And then over here I've got minus 7 root 2 over 2. What do you want to do next? It's not an equation. I can't just multiply by 2 on both sides. I mean, I can't change its value. I need to put these three things together, right?
Yes.
Well, how do I put these three things together? Those of you who have been, fourth grade. Thank you. Nice. Right? These are over 1. What is the common denominator?
2.
All right. No, common denominator is 2. So root 14, I'm sorry. Denominator here is 2, plus something over 2, minus something over 2. Okay. What do I get on top here? 2 root 14. Had to multiply the top by 2. And then 2 root 14. Nice. Minus 7 root 2. Okay. Now what?
Put the 2
All right. So you want to put this and this together, and what do you get? 4 root 14 minus 7 root 2 all over the common denominator. I could factor out a root 2, couldn't I? But is it going to cancel with anything? No. No. It better not. Because there better not be a radical on the bottom, right? Okay. Nice.
When it's negative 1/2
Yeah.
times 7 root 2.
Yeah. It just becomes
as like
negative 7 root 2 over
1/2
2.
times like 7x.
Wait, what?
Like you would treat it as if it was that. Like, and so the 7 root 2, when you multiply it by 1
You just get 7 root 2.
on top.
Right, on top. Multiply across, right? And then 2 times 1 is 2.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. This is the next one. It says rationalize the denominator. What do I mean to do here? What does it mean to rationalize? What does that mean?
Get rid of the
Okay. Thank you. Although I have been calling him Cameron, so Parker, thank you. Now, how do I get rid of this radical? This is a little bit different than getting the radicals free from the other ones, because we've got 2 terms. Allie, what do you think?
The bottom times like opposite 2
Yeah.
plus
2 plus root 7. This thing is called the conjugate. The numbers are exactly the same, it's just the sign between them's changed. Okay? That means I need to multiply the top by the same thing, right? 2 plus root 7. Okay? All right. Parker, help me rationalize, Parker out.
Yes.
Help me rationalize the top. What do I get?
Oh, you get 2 plus 7.
2. Okay, and then plus 2 root 7.
Plus 2 root 7. Plus 2 root 7.
Plus 2 roots. I'm sorry. No, you're Parker. You had it right. I'm sorry. It was 2 plus, and then it's root 7, right?
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry. Thank you. And then plus 2 root 7.
Yep.
Okay. And then what's the last thing that I get?
7.
Plus 7, right? Squaring the square root. What do I get on the bottom, Emily?
You get 2 or 4.
4.
Minus 7.
Right? I'm going to get plus 2 root 7. You already see this, but I'm going to do it here so people can see it. All right. Minus 2 root 7. Those just go away, which is what we want. And then root 7 times, or negative root 7 times positive root 7 is negative 7. Or negative root 49, which is negative 7. All right, so now let's simplify some things. Okay, on top, I can put the 2 and the 7 together, and that gives me 9. And then I can put plus 1 root 7, 1 root 7 plus 2 root 7 is 3 root 7. On the bottom, I get, well, this cancels with that. And I get 4 positive 2 root 7 minus 2 root 7.
Oh, yeah.
They just cancel, and I'm going to get 4 minus 7, which is negative 3. Okay, now, here's one of those times that we do need to factor, right? On the top, what goes into both of those terms? 3 does. So I'm going to pull a 3 out. What does that leave me? 3 times what?
3 plus 1.
3 plus 1, root 7, right? 1 root 7, all over negative 3. Well, now what happens to those 3's? They cancel and leave me with what on the bottom? Negative 1, right? But what do we do with negatives on the bottom? Bring it to the top, okay? And then I've just got 1 on the bottom. I can get rid of that, right? So it's negative 3 plus root 7. Do you have to distribute in the negative? No, you don't have to. Can you? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's good. Now look, I'm going to pause it here because I know you guys have got to go, but I'll finish up the other problems with the other class, and that'll all be online tonight, okay?
Yeah, it's negative 3 minus root 7.
Negative 3 minus root 7, or just negative 3 plus root 7 if I don't distribute. Okay, folks, I'm sorry I had to pause there. Had to let one class go, but I'm going to go ahead and finish here. Now, this is just like the stuff you did for homework last night, but exercise number 8 says solve this. Now, remember, whenever I'm solving and I've got a square root, a radical that I'm trying to solve for, I have to isolate the radical. I have to get it by itself. But you can see with this problem, it's already by itself. So I don't have to add or subtract or multiply or divide anything on both sides to get it by itself. It's already there, okay? So I'm going to square both sides, and remember, as soon as I square both sides, that means I need to check both of my answers. Or I need to check my answers to make sure that they work, okay? Now, the square of a square root is just the stuff underneath it. 5b squared minus 36 is equal to 4b squared, because remember, 2b squared means 2b times 2b. So you get 2 times 2 is 4, and b times b is b squared, okay? Good, all right? Now, since I don't have a b term, right, I don't have anything with just b in it, I've got 4b squared here, I'm going to subtract the 4b squared from both sides, okay, to get them together, and that's going to give me just b squared minus 36 is equal to 0. Well, I want to know what b squared is, so I'm going to add 36 to both sides, right, and that's going to give me b squared is equal to 36. Now, once I get here, I need to take the square root of both sides, but remember, I'm taking the square root of a variable, so that means I have to give the positive 6, and negative 6, okay? And I'm going to check both of these in the original, all right, in the original problem up here. So I'm actually going to just move this over here to the side. So that's going to give me the square root of 5 times negative 6 squared minus 36 is equal to 2 times negative 6. All right, well, let's see what we get. We get the square root of 5 times 36 minus 36 is equal to negative 12, right? 5 times 36 is 180. The square root of 180 minus 36 is equal to negative 12. The square root of 144 is equal to negative 12. 12 is equal to negative 12, and that is not true. Okay, so that means I can't use negative 6. Let's make sure that 6 works. Okay, all right, there we go. That's going to be the square root of 5 times 6 squared minus 36 is equal to 2 times 6. Oh, that's going to make the right side positive. That's good. So now it's going to be 5 times 36 minus 36 is equal to 12. Square root of 180 minus 36 is equal to 12. Square root of 144 is equal to 12. 12 is equal to 12. That is true. So my only answer is that. Make sure you only give the right answers, okay? You want to mark that off on your test tomorrow if it doesn't work, okay? All right, great job, guys. All right, practice, and I'm sure you're going to be ready. All right, see you tomorrow.